everybody, welcome back. Pop Retro. You can find me at Pop Retro 1 on Instagram and Twitter, and facebook.com/popretro1. You can also find movie reviews at moviesanddrinks.com. And some of the movies I'm going to talk about in this video, you'll find some reviews eventually up there. So all the links in the description to the video down below if you want to check them out. Wanted to pop on and share with you some of my recent pickups from Mill Creek Entertainment, one of my favorite mainstream budget / boutique labels. And so let's just dive right into it, okay? All of these are new releases, released within the past month or two, I think, from Mill Creek. Up first, we've got from UP2U Entertainment, it is Running the Bases. When a small-town baseball coach gets the offer of a lifetime from a larger 6A high school, he uproots his family and leaves the only home he's ever known. But as a man of faith, he soon faces extreme opposition to his coaching methods from the school superintendent. Ooh. You know, that sounds kind of cheesy, but at the same time, it also sounds like exactly, I don't know, what I went through maybe when I was in high school, because I went to a small rural school, and but we were really good in sports. And so just that type of a plot, you know, all the kind of the small town politics of athletics and things like that when you're involved, you know, in Little League and high school sports and all of that type of stuff. This kind of rings that bell for me. You know, it's like, oh, here comes a hot shot from the big city to coach our team. Uh-oh, what's going to happen? So anyway, this is from UP2U Entertainment. Copyright 2022 looks like, rated PG. I don't know if this may be one of those, like a faith-based type of release. Mill Creek has released some of those over the past couple years. So there's a look at the non-slip version. That was a slip cover over the top of it. Look at the back, and no reversible art on this, and there is the disc. Running the Bases, ladies and gentlemen. When I was in college, my first year in college baseball, 1995, I went to a community college, a junior college, and you know, this is kind of before the internet, but we would get these weekly reports faxed over, our team would, of the statistics from the league. And after like the first week or two of the baseball season, the 1995 baseball season, I was leading the league in stolen bases. And it wasn't because I was great. I was pretty fast, but I wasn't some like base stealing, you know, genius or anything. But that was kind of cool. For whatever reason, I had outstolen the rest of the league for that first week or two, which was kind of cool. I wish I still had that fax so I could save that, because by the end of the season, I certainly wasn't leading the league. So, but I was running the bases, at least for a week or two. All right, up next, we've got from the early 60s. We're kind of going in backwards date order. This is the second of 4 packages I'm sharing with you. We've got from 1962, Requiem for a Heavyweight. Now this stars Anthony Quinn, Jackie Gleason, Mickey Rooney, Julie Harris. And this one sounds really good. I've never seen it. And my buddy Paul Mavis will be reviewing this one eventually over at moviesanddrinks.com. Again, description and link in the link is in the description of this video, is what I'm trying to say. So there's a look at the back of the package. Pretty nice package on this one from Mill Creek. That's the slip cover. There's a look at the regular art, which actually differs from what you see on the slip cover. Look at the back. And this one does have reversible art. There's the disc, and I'll take out the disc so I can show you the artwork on the reverse side. So a pretty nice package. Requiem for a Heavyweight, written by Rod Serling, folks, of the Twilight Zone. So check that out. Mill Creek Entertainment. If you're a boxing fan, a mobster fan, a wrestling fan, pro wrestling fan, you know, this may be right up your alley. So, all right, going back even further, we've got 2 more left, a couple of sets. This one is called Sci-Fi from the Vault. 4 films. And every once in a while, Mill Creek pumps out these sets with multiple films on them. Pretty cool. I'm going to throw up some Well, actually, let's look at the inside first. So, 2 discs, 4 films, 2 discs, and there is some art on the reverse side. Now, I'll go through the films here. I'll throw up some poster art as I go along on these, so you can see what I'm talking about. Up first, we've got Creature with the Atom Brain, smash bang thriller starring Richard Denning as a police doctor hot on the trail of mob boss who has hired an ex-Nazi scientist to reanimate his dead thugs to do his dirty work. All right, up next, we've got It Came From Beneath the Sea. Ray Harryhausen's vintage sci-fi thriller, a giant radioactive octopus makes the mistake of attacking a Navy submarine, prompting the commander to pursue the beast. Up next, it is 20 Million Miles to Earth. On its way home from Venus, U.S. Army rocket crashes into the sea, leaving Colonel Calder the sole survivor. A sealed container is also recovered containing a gelatinous mass that escapes and grows into a giant, horrific monster. I'm not reading the entire synopses of these, so but just giving you a little taste while you look at the art. All right, up next, the last one on the set, The 30-Foot Bride of Candy Rock, starring Lou Costello. He plays Artie, a would-be inventor who needs to create something in a hurry when his girlfriend is mysteriously turned into a giantess. This wacky spoof of Attack of the 50-Foot Woman and other sci-fi growth epics of that era is skillfully helmed by veteran actor-director Sidney Miller. So there you have it, Sci-Fi from the Vault. Bonus features include featurettes, They Came From Beyond, and fantastical features. And there are also select audio commentaries with film historians. And finally, an 8-film set, also from the Vault. It's called Thrillers from the Vault. So we have Sci-Fi from the Vault and Thrillers from the Vault. So let's go through the 8 films and show you the poster art from these films. On this set, The Black Room. Now, all of these, except for 6 of these star Boris Karloff. These first 6 do. So, The Black Room. Twin brothers are born to a ruling family. One twin inherits a castle and becomes infamous for his sadistic behavior and murders the other twin, assuming his identity. Up next, we have The Man They Could Not Hang. A doctor working on experiments to restore life to the dead is hanged for murder. Brought back to life by his assistant, he sets about murdering the jury that convicted him. Then we have Before I Hang. So we got a couple of Hang movies here in a row. Sentenced to die for a mercy killing, a doctor spends his final days on his experiments. Before his execution, he injects himself with serum from a maniac's blood to deadly effect. That's how you turn into a maniac. Find a maniac, inject yourself with the maniac's blood. All right, up next we've got The Man with 9 Lives. A scientist seeks a cure for cancer by freezing bodies in suspended animation, eventually freezing himself. Thawed, going through puberty there, folks. Thawed 10 years later, he continues his research using his enemies. Up next, it is The Devil Commands. A scientist obsessed with communicating beyond the grave registers brain activity in a corpse. When he escalates the work, taking desperate measures, the bodies begin to pile up. And next, we've got The Boogeyman Will Get You. An addled scientist and a conniving huckster attempt scientific experiments in the basement of a hotel, leaving bodies piling up in the cellar in this comedic thriller. All right, 2 more left on this set. We've got The Return of the Vampire with Bela Lugosi. A 200-year-old vampire prowls the countryside feeding on villagers until a railroad spike is driven through his heart. He is entombed for decades until a Nazi bomb releases him. And finally, 5. with William Phipps, Susan Douglas, James Anderson. A woman and 4 men survive a nuclear explosion and seek shelter in a house. They must work together, but their clashing visions of the future could lead to their destruction. Now, all of these films are from the mid-30s through the late 50s, I believe, or early 50s, I should say, with most of them being from the 40s. So there you have it. Thrillers from the Vault, 8 films. I'll show you real quick the innards. A couple nice sets from Mill Creek Entertainment. Now this one also has some reversible, if you want to call that art, or it looks like a black and white just listing of the films that kind of copies what's on the back. Now what you get here is it's actually on 4 discs, so you've got 2 discs stacked on top of each other on each side, kind of like some of the Blu-ray on TV on Blu-ray sets that Mill Creek has put out. So there you have it. Some new stuff, some new releases that you might be interested in picking up from Mill Creek Entertainment. Thanks for stopping by. I will be back soon with some more reviews and haul videos coming up soon.